Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another session of For What It's Worth with Jeff and Ben. Jeff, we're feeling a little festive today.
Yeah, I don't know how in the world we got convinced to dress up like this, but if you're not looking at the video, maybe you should this time.
Come on, Jeff. This is fun, right?
Yeah,
Getting
it's
into the holiday spirit,
in
man.
the
Getting in
holiday
the holiday
spirit.
spirit.
Although I
Well,
will tell you, that's one hell of a get up there, Ben. I got to tell you, that's
if I
good.
were wearing the matching pants, I think that would really set it off. I would share it with everyone, but yeah,
Okay, let's get this thing rolling.
we're in
Let's
the office. So, all right. Well, first, I thought maybe I would start with just saying thank you
yeah.
to everyone listening. It's been another great year. And what we do, obviously, when we're on here talking, Jeff, we're talking all about the numbers, right? But what we all know is what we do is so much more than about the numbers. It's about all the people we work with, the families, our families, and I think this is just a great time of year to remember that and also to say thank you. So truly, from all of us on our team, we really appreciate you all, the trust that you place in us. So thank you, truly. So moving on from there, Jeff, you maybe want to kick us off. Again, a lot of fun stuff happening this year. So maybe we can kind of work through some top moments for our team this year and share with everyone kind of some insight and all the fun we had this year.
Yeah, and I think that, to kind of hit on what you were saying is that you're right. We spend 11 months out of the year really focused on, the very important things that we do on a daily basis. But we can't get away from the fact we are family. We
Mm-hmm.
are very fortunate to have a wonderful team that we are a family. We do a lot together. We enjoy that, but I think also that that does go out to our clients. And I hope they do get that feeling from us. Again, I second what you said, but so we thought we'd have a little fun. We thought we would share some highlights,
Mm-hmm.
maybe some lowlights, of our lives this year, you and me, as well as the family of the team. And I'm going to kick it off. Some great things that happened to the Hedley household this year. And Jody retired. Now that's great for her. I'm starting to try to figure out how that's good for me. I mean, I got a wife, God love her. She she gets stuff done. Only we don't use that word stuff. And I'm starting to try to figure out where I fit in this whole thing. So I'm going to say that's a highlight for her, possibly a low light for me. I'm not sure, but
Maybe.
we're still out there.
I liked about after the first month, I asked you how you feel about it. And I think jealousy was at the top of your list. So
It was,
yeah.
and it still is, and we'll address that at some point. But we had great news. We're going to expect another grandchild. So Jake and Claire, we're expecting a little baby girl in March. We're all excited. Jackson, I'm not sure whether Jackson's excited, but hey, he's seems to be on board at this
He'll come
point.
around. He'll love
Yep.
it.
And then we had some additions to the farm. We had 3 wonderful heifer calves that got born. There were no problems. Again, Jody was in there and assisting and having a lot of fun. And so, our life with our adult girls and kids and everything was, just a really good year. We didn't have any lowlights. What happened in the Hager household with the Hager kids and you and Kelly?
Well, I can start with a lot, as you can imagine. So with Grace and Maddie, they're 8. Harrison's 9. Kelly and I spent we celebrated our 13th wedding anniversary, so that was definitely a highlight. Normally, Kelly and I are kind of beach goers. This year, we went down to Hocking Hills and spent a couple of days. Definitely out of our normal comfort zone, but we had a ton of
Went
fun.
hiking, didn't you?
Yeah, we did a lot of hiking. No one got hurt, either emotionally or physically. So, it was all around, all around. That was definitely a highlight for Kelly and I. This past year, though, with the kids, we went on several trips, kind of our normal beach vacations with the kids. I did a road trip to Destin, and we all agreed we're never going to sit in the car for 15 hours again. We're definitely flying next year. So a lot of great travel with the kids. It's exciting every year to see how they progress with travel, going through airports and all that kind of stuff. So it's really cool seeing them kind of grow up through that. And then we had 3 soccer players this fall. So all 3 of our kids played soccer at the same time. Harrison's doing scouts, he's doing golf. The girls were in gymnastics. They went up to competitive gymnastics. I mean, I think at one point we actually had to call in some help from a babysitter just to get kids from one place to the other. So, that's our household, but it's the life stage we're in, and all you can do is just hold on and try to enjoy it, right?
Yeah, and the funny thing is what you left out of there that, the whole team has kind of been wondering about is, I mean, are you gonna be going on the golf pro circuit? Because you sure as hell golfed a lot this year. I mean, we noticed that. I mean,
Mental health, man, mental health. It's
okay, all
calm
right,
and peaceful
mental
out there, and my standing line anytime I'm golfing with anybody is, it's a good thing this isn't how I make my money, so
well, at least I'm happy about that. So let's talk about some of the great things happened on the team. So
absolutely.
we had a lot of licenses that were gotten this year.
Licensing, there was so much that happened on that front with education.
Yeah, and so we've got now everyone on the team is licensed. That's kind of something we're very proud of as a team. Devin obviously has got her license. She's up for a senior CS position, a promotion. Dominic. I mean, did Dominic get another accreditation this year?
I'm pretty sure he, added to his business card with some more letters, I think. I can't imagine he didn't. He's been on a pretty good streak here.
So a goal for 2026 of ours as a team is we're not going to allow him to get another accreditation of anything.
No, but let's talk about Morgan and Braden.
Yeah, that's right.
So Braden, actually, I walked out here. He's not in today, but I walked out. I saw a giant stack of books on his desk, freshly shipped from FedEx, probably. So he's getting ready to dive into his studying for his CFP. That's going
Yep.
to be quite the mission for him. And right now, Morgan's in the thick of it, of going through the education element to get her certified financial planner. So we all around are trying to raise the bar on the education front. And obviously, from Jeff and I, we appreciate their efforts.
I'm not getting any. My accreditation, hopefully it'll be coming at some point, is going to be retirement. So that's the
It's
next.
history, man. It's history. You got the years of accreditation.
Correct. I got the battle scars, right?
There you go.
Exactly.
There you
So
go.
we talk about clients. We got to talk about some of the positive things for them this year. We all had positive returns, both bond markets, stock markets. There really wasn't any place that we couldn't get a positive return this year, right?
Yep. Absolutely. Varying in nature, but we're all going in the right direction, which is always a welcome sign, especially in our conversations as we're chatting throughout the year and thinking about next year.
Yeah, came with a hell of a lot of stress. It was a
A little
hard year.
bit. A little bit.
Just a little bit.
I think my wife pointed out the other day that I sprouted a gray hair or two, so that's
You got a ways to go to get caught up with me. That's for sure.
yeah, something to
Well,
aspire to.
so what about 2026? What do we got looking forward to 2026? Dominic is not going to get an accreditation of anything.
Mhm.
We're not going to allow that. We got Braden and Morgan, looking at the CFP. So that is going to be huge.
CFP and expanding their role. I think people are gonna start to see them in some different conversations more on that planning front to go along with all the hard work that they're doing. So I think everyone will start to see them show up in some discussions a little bit different, which again is really exciting for our team and just kind of trying to keep up with the acceleration of time for everyone.
Yeah, and might have an expansion on the team, both personnel. We've got some very, I'll put this out there, some very exciting team news that'll be coming. You will have to, follow the January newsletter to catch up with that. But I'm going to leave a cliffhanger there. I'm going to leave a cliffhanger. We get some really exciting news coming for the team next year. We hope we'll have a positive return in the market next year.
Mhm.
We always keep our fingers crossed for that, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
no
Absolutely.
questions at
I'd
all.
say the other thing that I'm looking forward to right out of the gate in 2026, and obviously this is a really old recap of 2025. If nobody knows, with all the families we work with, our team has had quite the tradition of a holiday party at Jeff's house.
God,
And it's always something we look forward to. It's great on many fronts. We have so much fun doing it. But what's really neat is it's not just our team, our spouses, significant others. It's a whole family affair. So we have a ton of fun out at the Hedley farm, getting together and spending the day together to celebrate the new year for the most part. So that's coming up here real fast.
it is, and I actually might be convinced to the highest bidder to release some videos or even some pictures.
I'm not going this year.
Money talks. That's all I can say is money talks. But in wrapping, I guess I would say Anything that, you want to point out in terms of, just some challenges we had this year. One of the things that comes to mind, I mean, everything, we like to talk about all the wonderful things. And one thing I do like to say is, again, going back to that clients being family, we lost a couple of family members this year. A couple of our clients passed away. It's always hard. Our thoughts, obviously, prayers are going to be with these families at this holiday time because they're gonna spend it without a loved one. So that's something that if you're listening, it does impact us. We do think about that. We had some great additions to our client family this year. Which is also wonderful. We love expanding that. But any other things you'd like to say before we kind of wrap up this great holiday cheer and message for everyone?
No, I don't think so. I think, just in general, looking forward to another great year. Jeff and I, we hit 20 years together, going all the way back to when I was an intern. So it's been a long 20 years, but at the same time, it seems like a blink of an eye, it's
I
gone,
know.
right?
You actually might be longer us together than my first marriage. I
Hey,
mean,
I'm hanging in there, man. I'm hanging in there. We'll keep it going.
for a long time.
Yeah, we'll sign up for another year. So I am really looking forward to another great year of obviously some positive times with all the families we work for, our own families, and then our work family. I'm sure we'll find some more adventures to get into throughout the summer and whatnot, and spending some great time together.
Yeah, and I think that, we have to give a big shout out to Morgan. I mean, she is hiding behind the scenes here. Morgan, we do appreciate you and everything you've done to take our game to a higher level with this, the messages we send out. So we definitely want to say thank you to that, you.
Yes, for sure.
Hey, and as we wrap up, again, we want to thank you for everything you've done for us, what you've allowed us to do for you. We do like to take recommendations from you if you want to hear about a topic. We talk about things we feel that are important, but we want to make sure that we're covering what you feel is important too. So shoot us an email. Let us know what your thoughts are. You can continue to critique us, and I'd like to have a shout out also to Barb. Barb does a wonderful job at keeping us in line, as we all know. But once again, thank you for everything. Thank you for a great 2025. And we're looking forward to a blessed 2026.
Absolutely. Happy holidays, everyone.
All right. We'll see you. Happy holidays.